Good evening everybody, it's been a while since video 19. We're up to video 20 now, and there's been the reason why the delay has been so long is because we've had to wire all this crap together like some sort of giant Lego. This is the eBore's brain, and we've also done some mechanical work on the end here. We've got this is not going to stay there, that comes off. On here we're going to have a magnet which I'm waiting for, which will blow cold air, high pressure air onto the cutter and blow all the chips away. And we've had limit switch problems, absolute bloody nightmare limit switches, I hate them. This is a limit switch. It limits the amount of movement from this. Basically this would drive itself into oblivion if it didn't hit that. And on the bottom we've also got another limit switch here, as you can hear going on and off as I drive it up and down. These are different limit switches. These are proximity switches, basic electronic device. When this approaches, anything metal approaches this, and this snooker cue here, 4 millimeters away, it says, oh, something's coming, stop the motor, and it stops the motor burning out basically if the hardware is driving independent of the software, which I'll come on to. This Mach 3, it's quite expensive stuff from America. It was originally developed for amateur and basic hobby use, and is now fairly ubiquitous across the CNC range for this type of medium to large CNC application. I'm hoping that it will all stay stable because I've got the electronics working. And this is the first kick-off, so bear with me if this doesn't work. All green lights, you see. That's what you need, green lights. I've learnt this. Red lights, no. Green lights, yes. It's a bit like the Animal Farm of LEDs, really. So that's all green, 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 green. And we've got temporarily 3 old stepper motors, 1, 2, 3, along there. I'll load some code in a minute, but this is basically attached via USB. This one. This is a jogging thingy, jog. And this goes up to an interface board, which is that orange one at the top. Takes the USB signals, and because it's the processing speed is not very good, this stores all the information and processes it itself. It's an independent computer basically on the top there, and that goes down to a basic interface card at the bottom, which is the one I think I blew up. You see that says 4.98 volts there. I blew that up. Got to blow something up. These drivers are quite high current drivers. This changes low current into high current for these motors. These actually got quite warm when it went wrong. It's so warm it took 4 hours to cool them down. Not good, and that's just because of a setting of a bloody dip switch, which when you've got a dip head building it, you got a dip switch wrong. Nothing to do with instructions at all, of course. I mentioned earlier on the joggy thing here, which is just a manual thing. It's a cheap Chinese one. Let me just show you. X, press the X goes round. Press the Y goes round. Press the Z, and the Z goes round. So far pretty good, eh? Let's run some code. I mentioned earlier on that the first thing eBore is going to do is make an eBore name for himself. Make a name for himself. Get it? All right. Okay. So what we'll do now, if I can hold this steady enough, is we'll go over here. You ever tried using a mouse with a video camera? Press load G code here. That should bring up a eventually bring up a list. I've got eBore chosen font. Choose that. Open. And what it's done is it's basically gonna make a nameplate for itself, which is eBore here. See, so if we press if we go over to, let me just go over. Where am I going? Toolpath, right. So we'll show the toolpath to make this, and I'll start reset everything. And you can see that the actual e-bore name is being made as we speak. Of course, these aren't connected to the actual machine. They will be soon, very soon, and then we will have everything. I seem to have lost the display temporarily. I don't know what's happened there. We will. Ah, there you go. You can actually see e-bore being cut. See if I can move that across. And this is the way that the cutter will actually move in order to cut out his own name. So that all seems to be good. So now I've actually got, I'm using Serif Draw Plus, which is cheap as chips, a software from an American company called Serif. They're pretty good stuff. I mean, I used it to create graphics that says the name e-bore from the million of fonts that it's got. Chose a font, it seemed to create it beautifully. And then what I did was I converted that to Lazy Cam, which comes with Mac 3, which turns it into a cam code, computer machine code, and then made the tool path. That's the path that the cutter will make, and it's doing it. Look! It's all whizzing. It means absolutely nothing to anybody watching. But if this was connected to e-bore itself, this would be turning these drives. So this one, the Z-axis moving, would make this go up and down, like a bit like this. As you can see, it's coming up very slowly because I don't move very fast. Or this would move. There's nothing connected to this, so I can actually do this. So this would go backwards and forwards like that, and then this would turn here and move the table backwards and forwards. So next time you see me, e-bore will be doing his stuff, I should think. The sellotape is the important part. This sellotape, that's the most important tool of them all. You need to know where Minimut is, as that continues to make its own name for itself. Minimut, yes. Oh look, evidence. Coffee, stay awake at night, cable, and down here. What have we got down here? Say hello to everybody. You were asleep, weren't you? Oh, don't go on me. We haven't set up the air system yet. Go to sleep, Daddy. Yes. Well, he's obviously impressed. Missing the most important moment in history as e-bore is born. As the lightning strikes across Kent. It's remarkably quiet, isn't it? I must say, there's a sort of a soporific effect. I'm almost asleep watching it, as you probably are. Anyway, big smile on my face you can't see right here, but certainly we have it running. We have the technology in the back room. Oh look, he's done the E and he's working on the B. Brilliant. So brilliant. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits, as I say up north. Right, we'll leave him do that. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in video 21, hopefully, with e-bore moving his arms, legs, eyes, and everything.